So in this video, I'm going to be doing a CRO deep audit for Pure Greens, who are a wellness and health company. They have these cold pressed drinks, and I'm going to be recommending to them some high-level CRO optimizations that they can make to their store to increase their conversion rate, and more importantly, to increase their average order value so that when new traffic arrives to their store, they're not going to be checking out on their low-tier items. They're actually going to be encouraged to spend more upfront. So these are some really, really important tips that you can apply to your own brand if you're suffering from a low AOV and you're struggling to scale your ROAS. Let's dive in. So what I can see here is your homepage is basically a collection page. Now, I'm not sure if I'd recommend this. Someone sent me a store the other day where they did the exact same thing. They basically just had a collection page being their homepage. I don't think you should do that, because the way I work with stores is we try and give them as many different pages as they can send ad traffic to that are all slightly different. That way they can see which flow their ad traffic will convert the best at. So I'm not saying that a collection page won't convert for you the best, but if you had a homepage, you could test ad traffic to that in the style that a homepage is in. And then you can also have a collection page like this as well as a separate page on your website you can send ad traffic to and see if that one converts better. So I'm in the game of trying to give people as many different flows as possible that they can optimize their ad traffic from, if you can get what I mean. Not against collection pages, don't get me wrong here, but I'm just saying I would stick to the formula of a website and try and give yourself as many different pages you can send ad traffic to that are optimized. Now, I've got to say, I like the framework that you have on your collection page. I like the fact that there's a banner up here. This is great. I like the fact that there's space here that we can add in some bullet points. I'm not a fan of the massive amount of white space though that's going on here, because when you think about it, when someone's going to land on this page, this is all they're going to see on average, like maybe 650 pixels in height. So when they land on your website, they're not actually going to see any of your products above the fold on average, right? What I'd recommend is doing something like this, because Raw Nutrition, we've done a collection page for them. And if I show you this on mobile in Ireland right now, as you can see, but you can see here, similar framework to what you're doing. We got a banner, but in the banner, we're calling out some really important information that will alleviate the buyer. So for example, like we've got the money back guarantee we're putting in here. And then we're also mentioning the fact that they're going to get a free gift if they spend more than $150, a seed in their mind that there is an incentive to spend more upfront. So I would recommend doing the same. You can see all we've done here is we just put in the banner, shop row, okay? And then we've going straight into the products. Now, if you wanted to add another headline here to explain a little bit more about you, about your brand, you could do that. So you could add in, let's say, another headline below here. But I'd honestly just recommend just leaving it into the banner, because even if you wanted to ditch, let's say, these bullet points, and you wanted to call out maybe some benefits of your products, you know, what you're actually selling here, and let's say how it compares to different people on the market, you could put them in the banner itself. There's no need to use extra space down here, because the good thing about this row design that we did is, like, when people land on this page, they're seeing the product straight away. They're seeing the two best sellers straight away. So it's reducing, now it may seem like a small thing, but every single microsecond of friction that we remove from people's buying on a store is going to have a big impact. Because again, if you're really scaling your brand and you're driving hundreds of thousands of visitors to your website every single month, these little micro things have a huge impact. So I'm not kidding you. Like, that's why in my framework, when we're doing like landing pages or CRO work, one of the core pillars that we follow is what I call a zero friction design, or a zero friction shopping experience. How can we try and design your store in a way that will get people to where they want to be in as little friction and as little time as need be? So that's the core philosophy there at play. So let's go back to your page. So immunity shots. So what I would say is, another thing that you can take from what we did for Row is, underneath each of these different products, we call out the benefit of each of them. So even someone who's coming to this for the first time and they don't really know what liposomal NAD is, or erythritol or curcumin, they will understand what it actually does. So they can see liposomal curcumin and resveratrol is an inflammation fighter. They'll see that NAD is for cellular longevity, to help them live longer, live more healthily. Berberine, cardiovascular and metabolic support, right? So they can see the different benefits of these different products. You can do the same here. So for example, your immunity shot, what is that good for? Is that good for your gut health? Is that to, maybe you can even say that the benefit of it is to prevent colds? That can be in small text underneath it. The green boost shot, what is that good for? Like, how can I compare these different things and feel like which one is for me? That I think would be really nice. Another thing that I think is important is also the flavor, right? I think the flavor is really important as well. So I'd almost add 2 little bullet points underneath, small, so you're not taking up too much space. But the green boost, what does it taste like? Or what are the ingredients in it? And what are the top 2 ingredients? The wake me up shot, what does that taste like? Is that ginger? Is that a ginger shot? It is ginger, I can see it here. But like, instead of people having to zoom in all the way, just having that text under here will be a huge, make it so much easier for people to shop from your collection page. Same with this. So for example, if I'm coming to your store and I love your product and I'm super into the health niche, which I am, how can I know which ones are going to be great for me to add to my basket? And what you can do, and I think you've teased it down here, which is great, is you put them in bundles, which I'm so glad that you've done. But what I'd say that you could do with these bundles, and you're doing it here, which I think is great, but like, how can you bundle them in a way where the bundle is the benefit? Do you get what I'm saying? For example, not to keep on using Row as an example, but I think this is like the best example for you because they sell basically a liquid product as well. But when we do the bundles for them, you can see that the bundle names are the benefit. So like the anti-inflammation bundle. So that when people know, okay, if anti-inflammation is the thing that if that's the problem they're trying to solve, this is the bundle that they need to buy. Do you get what I'm saying? So we're just making it super easy for people. So for example, if someone's coming to your store and let's say the biggest problem they're having is they want to wake up and have more energy in the morning and feel more revitalized, but they don't want to have caffeine and they don't want to have other supplements that may be nasty for their body. How can we create a bundle for that? And we can call it like the Wake Me Up bundle or the Morning Booster bundle or something along those lines to help them feel more productive, etc., etc. So you could combine the immunity shot with the Wake Me Up shot with maybe the turmeric tonic or something like that. Or you get what I'm saying. There could be some bundle where they're taking this, the first thing that they're taking, and you build a routine into it. Step 1, you take the Wake Me Up shot. Step 2, you drink your green shot or you take your green boost shot. And then step number 3, you drink this juice, the Pure Greens juice, throughout the day while you're working. That will help improve your gut. And over time, over many weeks, that will increase your focus and your energy, and that will really reset your body. So I'm just trying to give you ideas here, but this is how you can make your bundles so much stronger. And you've got it here, like you're saying like performance and stuff like that. But I would like to see them linked with the shots. Like how can we you've done it here, but they're all like together. And I just think that if you can take inspiration from the anti-inflammation bundle and the cellular longevity like bundle, how can we apply that to your store? What is the bundle of products that we can create for someone who's looking for anti-inflammation? What about longevity? What about fitness? What about protein? Do you do a protein product? Is there any juices that you do that will help people in the fitness space? And what about someone who's trying to lose weight? Is there a certain bundle of products that you can put together where it'll help people more easily lose weight? It doesn't directly need to help people lose weight, but just make it easier for them. So I'm just giving you some ideas, but this is like the framework that I would use to really make your bundles seem so much stronger. And the cool thing is once you get them in play, you can literally create a new page for each different bundle and run ads to it. That's what Row is doing, and it's insane. Their bundles now are doing better than their products by themselves. So that's just kind of giving you an insight there. Anyway, I've spent too much time talking about the bundles. Let me go into a product page. But that is honestly the biggest thing I'd say that you can do to really increase things for you. So you've got a single and you got a 12-pack. So this is good. I like the fact that you're really trying to push the higher AOV. What I would say is like some small things like show how much it's going to cost them per bottle if they buy the 12-pack compared to the single. So on the single, they're paying like $4.25. But if they buy the 12-pack, that's $48.45 divided by 12. So they're saving almost like 50. So they're saving 25p. See, the thing is, I would give them a little bit more of a discount, in my opinion. I would try and give them a little bit more discount, bring that down to maybe $3.90 or something like that. So that when they compare it, they're thinking, oh, $4.25 I'm spending per shot. But if I buy the 12-pack, it's going to cost me like $3.90 or something like that. So in their mind, they're saving a lot more. I'd also try and find an intermediary between here. Like the jump from the single to the 12-pack seems like really aggressive in a way. So you can see with like Row what we're doing. I'm not going to go to the bundle page because we haven't optimized that yet, the actual product page. But I'm going to go to one of the singles. We got 1 bottle, we got 3 bottles, we got 6 bottles. I would recommend doing the same. If you want to go for the 12-pack being your highest one, then keep it. But in the middle, let's say
do like a 6-pack or do an 8-pack or something like that. Something where people who are new to your brand, they can still get a taste of it without feeling like they're dropping a lot of money. That's the mindset. And the cool thing is, if we start going down the angle of your bundles, we can lift your AOV from someone coming to your immunity shots and spending $50, that's the maximum, to then spending $75 if we bundle it in the right way. How could we create a 12-pack where, and instead of a pack, I would say like a 3-month supply or a 1-month supply or something like that, get it in that mindset. But how can we create a bundle where you can create basically a $75 AOV plus by bundling your immunity shots with the other products that I mentioned, like the anti-inflammation bundle or the protein bundle or whatever it is that we decide to create? That I think is going to be a lot more powerful. So that's what I'd say. Show the price savings. So for example, you're giving them a discount, right, when they upgrade to the 12-pack, but you're not showing it. So no one's got an idea of, like, as far as people are concerned, they're spending just as much money when they buy the 12-pack compared to the single. And the people who are really suspicious about this, they're going to want to bring out their calculators and do the math, and that's creating friction. So make it easy as possible for people. Show the price savings. Show the fact that this is full price. Show the fact they're getting a discount here, and show how much they're actually spending per one of these bottles per day. And that's the cool thing that you can reframe it. If people are price sensitive in your market, reframe it in a way where they're going to be like, oh, you're spending $3 per day for your health, for your gut health, to alleviate, let's say, their problem they're having, whether that's, I don't know, bad skin, whether it's they don't like the sugary other cold pressed drinks they're buying right now, or let's say something to do with anti-inflammation or something even more powerful that some of your products can help out with. That's what I'd say. Yeah, so here we go. I didn't actually know that your products helped with anti-inflammation, but they do. And this is so powerful. Anti-inflammation, I know that in the ad space, you can't really use that word anymore because I know there's like all of these T's and C's that apply, but there's different ways you can get around that. There's different ways you can tease that to people because this is what people are going to be wanting to buy. Like, this is where someone who's just going to buy your product and commit to a 12-pack is not someone to buy this. They're taking their health more seriously. That's the difference that I'd say. Because if they're not, like, for example, if they're coming to your store and they're interested in buying, they're serious about their health compared to someone who's going to like Walmart or some regular grocery stores where they're going to buy the super processed, like super unhealthy cold pressed drinks. This is the difference. If we know that people coming to your store are way more health conscious and way more serious about their health, they're going to be more willing to spend a premium. And we just need to communicate to people of what they're actually getting, like what the different, like how your product compares to the ones that are on the market, why it doesn't have all of these like aggressive ingredients inside of it, how it actually helps you with anti-inflammation, etc., and the different benefits of it. And I like the fact that you're doing this. This is great. Like when to drink. This is great. I actually don't see a lot of supplement brands do this, but this is amazing. I like that. Performance, function, immunity, health. And what you can do is on your collection page, you can even set up filters where they're filtering by the different benefit that they're interested in. Now, health, I wouldn't use that as a function because it's too broad. Like everything on here is to do with health. But I like the fact that you've got immunity. That's a bit more specific. So you could say immunity. You could have another one being like protein, or someone who's into the gym trying to get maybe more out of their workouts. And I think that would be really, really powerful.